Hey guys, it's Ruthie, or Mystery Guest 1948, and welcome to my week 26 or 6th month post-op SADI-S or Loop-DS video. Yay, welcome! So I've got a lot of stuff I want to cover today and just have a little bit of a story time reminiscing about the last 6 months and really almost a full year since I started this process. But let's go ahead and just start out with my stats, shall we? Okay. My name is Ruthie. I am 5'7" tall. I'm 36 years old. I'm a single mom and I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. On December 11th of 2017, I had the Loop-DS or SADI-S bariatric procedure with Dr. Curtis Perry at Sanford Health. My highest weight recorded is 375 pounds in July of 2016. I have, my surgery day weight was 319.4 pounds, and last week I weighed in at 249.8, and this week I was 248.6, which is a weekly loss of 1.2 pounds, an overall loss of 126.4 pounds, and a loss in surgery of 70.8. Yeah! Yay! That means that over the last 6 months, so I figured all this out for my 6-month surgery, and my average loss every month has been right around 12 pounds, which is awesome. And my weekly loss is at 2.75 pounds every week. That's amazing. And that's including all of the stalls I've had along the way. And y'all know if you followed me that I've had a few. I've had actually 3 stalls that have lasted anywhere from 1 week to 3 weeks. And each one has been not my favorite thing ever, but it eventually would break and I would continue losing. So I'm extremely excited about the progress that I've made so far. This month when I took my measurements, which if I remember, I will put them right here where I started 6 months ago and where I am today. But I lost 8.5 inches this month, which is phenomenal. And I think that's like an overall loss of like... It's got to be, what is that, 7, I think almost 7 feet all over my body, which is crazy. And that's just in 6 months because my first measurements that I have were from the day of surgery. So that's amazing. I also have gone from a size 28 in pants at Lane Bryant to the pants I'm wearing now are a size 18 in their Amethyst brand. My top used to be a size 4X and now this is... well, at Lane Bryant would be a 14-16, so right around a large to extra large, which, what? Like, what? How did that happen? So I'm just actually going to show you my body right now. At the end of this video, I will try and post some progress pics so you can just see how far I've come so far. But, so this is me now. Here we go. Size 18 jeans and size 14-16 top. I will take it. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. To be in no longer a pant size that starts with a 2 is pretty dang exciting. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my journey so far, what has really stuck out to me, and yeah, just some of the non-scale victories along the way as well. And yeah, so I'm just going to talk about that a little bit. Pardon me as I look down on my notes a lot because I was just thinking about this whole process and how excited I am that I had the opportunity to have this procedure done 6 months ago. So about a year ago, I had my first bariatric consultant, and I remember walking into that office and just feeling so defeated. I had been trying for a year at that point to try and lose weight. I had lost and regained the same 10 pounds for about a year. And finally I was just like, I don't know what else to do. I need help. I thought there might be something wrong with my body. I was like, is there some sort of test you guys can do to see if I like have a thyroid problem or something, because I cannot lose this weight and I don't know what to do. So, they just really encouraged me and said that I was an excellent candidate for bariatric surgery. And I took all the information in, brought it home, and researched it myself. I didn't research anything before I went to that office. I basically knew there was something called the gastric bypass, and there was this lap band thing. And I was kind of like, maybe I should do the lap band because it's reversible. Yeah. Little did I know, not that there's anything wrong with the lap band, but definitely was not the right surgery for me. I had a BMI of over 50. I think I started out at BMI of 58. Just crazy, crazy. And now I'm hovering around a 39. So that is amazing. But yeah, I was going through a lot at the time. There's my relationship, my long-term relationship that was abusive and crazy was coming to an end, thankfully. But it was just a very rough, this has been a very rough season of my life. It's been amazing, don't get me wrong. But that 6-month process was very much up and down. I mean, not only was, you know, that relationship ending, but I was needing then to rediscover who I was as a single person without this other person that I've been with for over 5 years at this point. And just what does it mean to be a single mom and how does life look? And then my dad was diagnosed with cancer in October, and I had a bad fall. I wasn't able to exercise for a month, and just there was all this turmoil and craziness. But in the midst of all of it, I'm grateful for that process because it gave me something else to focus on other than all the craziness in my life. I was like, okay, you know, I can't control all this really crazy bad stuff that's going on, but you know what I can control is what I put in my mouth and whether I'm exercising. And I can jump through these insurance hoops to get this procedure done so that I can really take back my life fully. And that's really what I feel like I've been doing over these last 6 months. And I'm just gonna continue to do. Yeah, I'm very grateful that I have had such a very supportive family throughout this whole time. I mean, I live with one of my sisters. Another one of my sisters came and actually stayed with me for a week after surgery so she could watch my son. You know, she came up on her own took her time and her money to do that, and she didn't have to, but she did because she supported me and really wanted to see me succeed in this and to see me get healthy. And so I am so grateful for all of my family and all of my friends who have been, I haven't had a negative word spoken to me from people that I actually know. Pretty much I'm of the frame of mind that if you don't have anything nice, then keep it to yourself and keep it in your face. Like, I want to be an encouragement to everyone else around me. And so as I put that out into the world, I am seeing that come back to me, in my family and friends. So I'm very, very grateful, and so grateful to my sister that lives with me because she has heard all of my stuff. Oh my gosh. That poor girl knows way more about like my bowel movements than she has ever wanted to, I'm sure. But they change after surgery and it's weird. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm so happy that I have her and that she's willing to try all these recipes and doesn't care that I make everything high protein. So that's awesome. But I really had an easy time of it, honestly. I mean, as far as recovery goes after surgery, the day of surgery was totally fine. Everything went smoothly. I have had a perfect recovery. I have had 0 real issues. I mean, I've had like constipation and, you know, gas pains and things like that, but nothing that, you know, no major complications. And I am so grateful for that. I think I've said grateful about it 80 times in this video, but I really am. I'm grateful for this surgery and finally, that I have that help that I've needed to have success in this area of my life. I don't know how I would have ever conquered obesity without it. And I haven't yet. I mean, I'm still obese class 2. I still have almost 100 pounds to lose, but I'm on my way there and I actually see this tiniest little glimmer that I could possibly be under 200 pounds. I know, crazy. I haven't seen Wonderland since I was 14, so the idea of actually possibly making it there, and not just making it there, but being able to maintain at a relatively normal weight. Like what? is this real life? Could this really happen? I think it can. I am starting to actually believe that I can do this. And yeah, and a lot of that is thanks to all you guys and just your stories and seeing your successes has inspired me and allowed me to dream a little bit. This sounds so cheesy, but it's true. Like seeing that, oh my gosh, this person used to weigh the same amount that I did, or more, or a little less, or right around the same weight, and now they're in the 100s and they're healthy and they are doing amazing, and look at them. Wow. You guys are awesome. So yeah, that's this journey so far, but I just want to share some of the non-scale victories that I've experienced over this last 6 months. My best NSV, my favorite one, is being able to play with Keegan. Being able to keep up with him, to run around and not get exhausted within like 5 minutes and not be huffing and puffing like crazy, and being able to go down the slide with him, to play chase, to play horsey. The other day I took him to the pool, and first of all, I just don't care what I look like in a swimsuit. I know I've got lumps and bumps and varicose veins and floppy arms, but I don't care because my son wants me in that pool with him, and I'm gonna get in the pool and was able to get out and get back in. I don't even know how many dozens of times, and lift him up and throw him into the water within reason. and I was able to do that. I had the stamina to do that. I was able to do it without a problem, and we had so much fun.
Mommy, look at me.
Hold on, I have a visitor. What are you doing? Are you waving hi to the camera? You want to say hi?
I am a comic book.
What? Okay, you need to wash your hands. Hold on 1 second. Speaking of, he was very messy. I had to wash his hands, or he had to wash his hands and face. Anyway, but he is my favorite NSV. Is being able to play with him. And one thing I did want to talk about that is a major non-scale victory for me is having a lot less pain. I basically lived in chronic pain. Sure, honey, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So less pain, right? Yes, less pain. My body used to hurt all the time. It didn't matter if I was sitting for a long time, standing for a long time, laying down for a long time. Parts of me just always hurt. My feet would hurt so bad just from grocery shopping, because there's so much pressure on my feet from carrying around, you know, that 375 pounds is a lot of weight to carry. So just not having that pain has given me tons more energy, and that's awesome. Going to restaurants, I no longer experience the amount of social anxiety I used to experience. And it wasn't so much about, you know, people seeing the fat girl in the room and always, you know, checking, am I the fattest one here? Which I still do that. I do. It just, fat brain. But I used to have a lot of anxiety because of what type of seating there would be at any given event or restaurant or someone's house or church. I mean, it was embarrassing to walk in and be like, oh, actually, my butt does not fit in your chair. Or I'm afraid I'm going to break your tiny plastic lawn furniture because I just don't fit. I didn't fit in a lot of stuff. But thankfully, that is not so much an issue anymore. But I think another one of my biggest NSVs is just feeling more like myself. And I know that has a lot to do not just with losing the weight, although this is the person that I always saw myself as. This is when I look in the mirror, this is what I've always seen myself as. So when I look back at other photos from when I was heavier, I'm like, oh, I have changed, but I feel like I look pretty much the same. But not in a like, I see myself as big way, more I've always seen myself as this way. I think Shrinking Violet DS calls it like reverse body dysmorphia. So I think I have that a little bit. But also, so that's a big part, but a lot of it, of course, has to do with, my relationship status is different. Coming back to who I am, the further I get away from that old relationship, I see myself coming back to who I am as a person in general. Which is awesome, because I am amazing. Maybe that sounds conceited or narcissistic or whatever, but I think I am pretty awesome. And I would love to just continue to shine that awesomeness on the world around me and enjoy everyone else's awesomeness along the way. Or whatever. Okay. So I guess that's really about it. I was going to share some about my goals for the rest of this journey, but maybe I'll save that for next week because this video is getting kind of long. But yeah, so thank you guys for coming along with me on this 6-month process and for celebrating with me all of my victories and sympathizing with me in all my failures and struggles. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and I am so excited for what the next 6 months holds. But yeah, so I will try and insert some before and after pictures after this video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye!